Welcome to The Cosmic Codex for October 5, 2023. An Unexpected Grace. An excerpt from my new story appearing in Boundary Shock Quarterly 24, Science Fiction Holidays. Podcast article written by science fiction author Brian Scott Pauls. AI voiceover created using MicMonster. My latest story is now available in Boundary Shock Quarterly 24. An Unexpected Grace is a follow-up to my novelette An Illicit Mercy. It continues the story of corporate police officer Corporal Siwila. Still coming to terms with her recent choices, Corporal Siwila takes a leave of absence. A holiday visit to her home community might help get her head straight. But the trip doesn't go as planned. Marooned and wounded in the Martian outback, running out of air, Siwila won't survive without aid. This wasn't how she planned to spend Christmas. Here's a short excerpt.
An Unexpected Grace. By Brian Scott Pauls. The flyer went down over 100 kilometers from any known habitat. It was too far south for the regular patrols from the more developed regions to pick it up. It was too far north to show on the sensors at Heatwall. I knew immediately something was wrong. I was flying on manual to stay awake when I lost control. The vehicle listed to one side, then leveled out and began gliding toward the Martian surface. That glide saved me. The ship's broad wings kept it aloft long enough to end in a belly-scraping, bone-jarring crack-up. Better than a fatal nosedive. If I'd been conscious when the wreck finally slid to a stop, I would have considered myself fortunate. Getting stranded on Mars is bad. Getting stranded when no one knows exactly where you are is about as bad as it gets. This was my fault, of course. When I requested a leave of absence, I didn't submit an optional travel itinerary. Listing Heatwall as a destination would have raised questions I didn't want asked. 7 years ago, I had severed all ties with my past. Some on the force might take an unfavorable view of me returning home for Christmas. When I came to and opened my eyes, a telltale appeared in my corneal implant. The blue readout informed me I had been out for 12 minutes and 37 seconds. The bulkheads of the cabin had crumpled about me like the sides of a crushed aluminum can. I tried to move my head and found I couldn't. The wreckage of the flyer held my helmet and torso tight. I felt an excruciating pain in my lower abdomen. What concerned me most was a faint, high-pitched whistle. I didn't have to wonder where it came from. My restricted line of sight to the now shattered canopy still afforded me a dim light. In the corner of my faceplate, I saw a hairline crack. Not long, but it didn't have to be. I tried moving my arms. I could raise the right up and down only if I wriggled it through the wreckage. The other had a surprising range of motion. With my left hand, I reached over to my opposite side, grunting in pain. Something hard, cylindrical, and unyielding, a broken conduit, had penetrated my belly. The far end, somewhere within the remains of the flight console, didn't budge. Cautious probing around the entrance wound confirmed the narrow pipe had impaled me. Pinned me to the back of the pilot's seat. I was in big trouble.
Have you enjoyed this excerpt from An Unexpected Grace? Read the entire story in Boundary Shock Quarterly 24, Science Fiction Holidays. Please share your thoughts about this article by commenting online at thecosmiccodex.com. You can also find source links in the online text. Don't miss an article. Subscribe today to the Cosmic Codex email newsletter at thecosmiccodex.com. Thank you for listening.